Hi guys, Mr. and Mrs. I'm Bang Ngọc from Group 7 and welcome to my interview video.
Hey guys, I'm Perfect.
Yeah, do you know what is the topic that I will interview you today?
It's really difficult to guess, and can you answer it?
It's about problem of freshmen in university. The first question, in your university life, what kind of problem have you faced and what was the biggest challenge?
I have a lot of difficult problems, but to talk about the most difficult problem that I face, I think it's the problem about teamwork. Yeah, to be honest, I'm currently the group leader of all subject that I'm studying. Yes, and there will be very hardworking member. They will also have a lazy member, and my job was to use the lazy member to complete their assignment within the deadline given by lecturer.
Okay, the next question is how did this problem affect your health, your study, and your work?
I think it's a lot, but most of them is time. Yeah, because I have spending a lot of time to help them to understand the problem. Yeah, that's why I have a less time to care my self, to care my health. Yeah, and sometimes I feel bored with my study. Yeah, that's all.
Another question, when you're facing challenge, have you ever given up and why?
Sometimes I have given up. Yes, and in that sense, I think that it tend to for your relax.
And the last question for you is what do you usually do to deal with challenge in study?
First, I will adjust my mood. Yeah, because mood is very important to do something. I will think to find the best way to solve the problem.
Thank your agreement in participate in my interview.
My name is Minh Quang and I'm one of the members of Group 7 from class 100, and today I will ask you a lot of questions about the problems in your university life, and can you introduce yourself?
Hello, I'm Phương Uyên and I'm currently studying International Trade Law at University of Law in Ho Chi Minh City.
And I'm Thủy Thiên. I'm a student in University of Economics in Ho Chi Minh City, majoring in data science.
In your university life, what kind of problem have you faced and what was the biggest challenge?
When I first started uni, I think there's a drastic change in the environment around me and a lot of pressure coming from like classmates. But like the biggest challenge for me is probably my ability to make friends and get to know my teammates, because maybe we don't have a lot of common things in common. So I can't get to know them on a personal level.
So I did experience the same, but for me, there's a bigger problems that it comes with one of my teachers with that one particular subject called statistics, and the teachers he's just so bad at teaching. Like when he teaches, nobody understand. Like either me or my classmates, they all do other stuff or went to sleep.
How did this problem affect your study and health?
I think that the inability of me to get to know my teammates is that we have a lot of difficulty in communicating when we are doing our projects together, because we cannot find a middle ground to agree on. So the projects is a lot more harder to get by.
Well, like as I said, I didn't understand such a thing from the teacher, and sometimes I just wonder my life, my decisions of choosing this major, and like if I had make a right choice from the beginning or not.
Have you ever given up and why?
In the first few weeks, I think that it tends to get a little bit more overwhelmed for me, so maybe I have thought of giving up a lot, but right now it has gotten a lot easier, so I have gotten used to it.
And well, like sometimes I feel really loose-hearted, and I did skip class several days, because even though I went to class, regularly, I couldn't understand anything, so why would I go to class, right?
What do you do to deal with the problems?
When I have a difficulty in communicating with my classmate, I tend to take a 10-minute break from studying, and I calm myself down, and I think of a more logical way to solve the problem, and then I continue to discuss with my classmates.
For me, I didn't understand anything from this lecturer, so I need to go online when I'm at home and learn basically everything on YouTube. And sometimes I find it really ridiculous, like what is the point of going to university and attending lectures when you can just stay at home and learn everything on YouTube?
Hello everyone! Today I will interview my best friend about her university life.
Hello everyone, my name is Ting Ang and I am a student who studies Japanese at University of Social Sciences and Humanities.
In your university life, what kind of problems have you faced?
Well, university life is much more expensive than I have ever expected, especially when your university is located in District 1 of Ho Chi Minh City, which makes it almost impossible to find a good place with a reasonable price to have lunch. Plus, despite not knowing anything about the Japanese language, I chose this subject because I simply felt in love with Japanese culture and people ever since I was a kid. And hence the fact that I don't know Japanese. I find it very difficult to keep up with my classmates who have studied Japanese before. And yeah, I guess those peer pressures really disturb me.
What was the biggest challenge?
Peer pressure.
Next question is, how did this problem affect your work, study, and health?
I think peer pressure is really depressing because the thing is, it makes it difficult to enjoy your life. Because every single time I lay in bed, I keep thinking about how I'm wasting time and that soon enough I will be left behind by those who are working even harder than me.
When facing challenges, have you ever given up?
Fact is, I have thought of giving up because, well, things just get too much for you sometimes that makes you think that it would never worth it, that makes you lose your confidence in yourself.
The last question is, what do you usually do to deal with challenges in study?
I'm slowly still figuring out how to deal with my anxieties and stress. Well, I still study hard. I just trying not to stay up that late at night like I did before. And I talk and I share with my loved ones more, my parents, my friends, because I know that I can rely on those people to comprehend with my issues in life. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, please introduce about yourself.
My name is Sang. I'm a student of Faculty of Regulations and Multimedia.
Okay. So I have a few questions for you. First question, in your university life, what kind of problem have you faced and what was the biggest challenge?
To me, I have faced two biggest problems. The first one is deadlines, too many deadlines and too many homeworks. The second one is really bad teammates. And the biggest challenge to me is really bad teammates.
So how did these problems affect your work, study, and health?
I cannot focus on my study that much because I'm worried about the work that they do and about my work too. I have to stay up very late. I recently fainted away while doing one of the reports, so I think it's had a very bad effect on my health.
When facing challenge, have you ever given up and why?
I sometimes want to give up, but I don't give up at the challenges that much because first of all, it's about my grades. It's my grades, and also if I failed my classes, I'll have to pay for it and I have to restudy, and it takes a lot of money, effort, and also time. I could use that time to learn another subject. Yeah.
What do you usually do to deal with challenge in study?
It's hard for me to find a solution because that's their mindset. They don't want to work properly, and I can't really change that. And so I just do my best.
Okay, thank you so much for doing this interview with me.